I'm back. Yeah, time for some reviews. In 2015, here we go. Ha ha ha. Hey, hey, hey. Maria, where's my pants?
Welcome back to Little Piece Company using for the females, but it's perfect. Welcome to Little T Sales, Scorpion72, and today we're going to be taking a look at the final figure in the Evolved Legacy Collection wave, Goliath. So, this guy is, believe it or not, heavy, but not so much as heavy as Hank, which is the first figure in this wave, which by holding the two figures in my hand, in packaging and stuff like that, I realized that, okay, like Hank is pretty much more heavy, maybe due to his armor, than Goliath here. You figure it would be the latter, but he's quite as heavy as well. He comes in window box packaging, as most of the Funko toys, 6-inch figures do are sold, come displayed in. When you turn aside, you can see here he comes with a tail with spikes at the end. So I'm guessing I'm got to do some connecting that in the back of his the body somewhere. Hopefully there's space for it. Here you have a nice little side view of him. You can see all the spikes and stuff. Back you have the silhouette of the other members and core fighting Goliath, which is him right here. For those who don't know. And of course here in the back you have the little circle silhouette focusing on the character that's inside the packaging. So we're going to take a look at this figure, check out his articulation, see what he's all about. Is the big bad himself, Goliath. This guy is heavy, he's huge, really detailed, and as you can see he's leaning a little bit forward because he really is top heavy, but he's pretty awesome. There's a few little minor things about him that I'm going to touch on. First, we're going to take a look at articulation. So, getting a look at this guy, he's serious. I mean, serious business here. Spikes are solid. They're not made of soft plastic, so you have to be careful with these because they are sculpted. The leg and detail, everything about this figure is just really sculpted. He looks like a beast, hence why they call him Goliath. He's even got like a few scars there and stuff to show that he's been in a few scuffles already. Sorry, I'm going off camera there. Here, his face, you can really see in depth just the detail that they've done. Now, onto the articulation. So he does have a hinge at the jaw, so he can open his jaw and close it. It's fairly decent, not completely closed, but a decent amount. His neck can go from side to side, doesn't move up and down. Shoulders are really tight, so he's got to get a little I guess some kind of like, I'm going to really be careful or try a hot water trick and see if I can get these shoulders up, because it's really rigid and it can't move right now. So I'm guessing because of the paint, it's kind of like holding it and it's stuck. It's making the joint shoulder stuck is basically what I'm trying to say. Arms go up and downwards. They are heavy, so it does tend to seem like it's going to fall because it seems really loose. He has single joint at the elbow as well as the swivel. He has articulation at the wrist, swivel. All the figures pretty much have the same base articulation no matter who they are. So I've noticed too. He has like an upper chest articulation, which I can't move right now, and like I said before, I'm not really going to force it. Here his legs are very loose for doing the splits. He has a lot more range of motion outwards than any of the other figures. So you can actually get him in a sitting pose as he waits for his next spray. Single joint at the knee, and it does swivel as well. He does have another joint. He's got like this kind of like gargoyle type articulation at the knee. So here, I guess this would be considered the calf area, and it does go forward, backwards, and it swivels. Again, you can see basically the light shining right through, meaning clear plastic. Makes me worried, especially for a figure this big, and he is heavy. Look, it's the whole upper leg and stuff is loose. Just trying to get him to balance. Ankle goes forward, backwards, and it has rocker. I know I keep like griping about the whole loose part about his leg, but when you want to display him, especially when they specify this is not a toy and you plan to display him on your shelf, hopefully it's going to be on a shelf that has like a glass door, something that protects it for if he does fall. Because if you put this on a regular shelf on your desk and he falls, it's most likely a good possibility he may break. And that's due to him not having stronger leg, like even had the clicking part in his leg would have really helped, where they have it that you can set, like every time you move the leg you hear a click and it locks into place. That would have really helped this figure. He doesn't come with any accessories. He comes with this spike tail, which he fit on the back here, so he has a little hole here, and you can put this tail in the back. Now just give it a little push, and it fits in pretty tight right there. There we go. So now he has his tail, so that will help with balancing him. So right now I guess the tail is what was needed for him from leaning forward. It gives some weight, because the tail also has some weight to it. The spikes here are a little bit softer than the ones on his back, but it's really well sculpted. I do really like the way they did this Goliath. What I would have liked is that I've seen pictures, and I've seen prototype pictures of also the statue, and even the back of the artwork on the back of the packaging shows a bit of red around his neck area and the back area, because this is an experiment gone wrong. When they tried to analyze what happened, he pretty much destroyed a scientist, and that's why you have this group trying to stop Goliath on the planet. I believe it's called Share, or Share or She. I believe it's Share. So he pretty much is a rampaging beast. And he also he can basically put his fist through spaceship hulls, throw rocks and boulders, and he shoots fire from his mouth. So he breathes fire, and that would have been cool to have a little bit of red showing in the little parts. If you look back and you even pause at the silhouette of the packaging, you would have seen that there is red there. Actually, I can show you that right now. So as you can see in the artwork here, he has red right along the neck. So that would have been really cool if they added a little red. This figure needed a little bit more color, and that little bit of color would have made him really pop and make him stand out. I can understand if that maybe the red shows up when he's about to do his fire breath. But still, the fact that they gave you articulated jaw, they should have added a bit of red, and that would have been really cool. This is the only one time that they really could have kept going with the way they did their paint apps with all the other figures. This would have been a really nice bonus for them to do that, because you have the paint, the bones look like bones, the way they did the shading and the wash on the bones on the back, on his back. Even down to his scar and the details inside of his mouth and the eyes, and all that was missing is a little bit of red. That is my nitpick about Goliath. That, and the fact that he should not be on these really loose, clear plastic joints for a figure this big and this heavy. Other than that, he's great. He's great articulation. Once I can get it moving. Great sculpting and really nice. Alright, so there you have it, my little TCLs. This has been a look at the Evolve Legacy Collection wave from Funko. Of course, last figure here being Goliath that I just previewed, I just showed you a review of, and here he is with all the rest of the figures in this line. So, as I mentioned before in some other videos, this line should be available at online retailers and comic book or specialty shops. All the figures pretty much retail for the same price, except for Goliath. He might be a few dollars more, and roughly about $2 or $5 more. And yeah, it's a cool line. I had mentioned before, as you know, it's just the clear plastic thing is the only issue I really have with these figures, and that makes them worrisome to when it comes to posability and stuff. But they're very posable and stuff once you do get it. Once you do get the stiff joints moving and everything. And yeah, like I said, the old guy Hank scene is my favorite of this line. The paint apps are really a big improvement. They've been doing quite a good job at that lately. And you know, like I said, it's just little minor things here and there that could be fixed. But no action figure is perfect. So, hit the like button, subscribe, be back with some more reviews as this continues on. Hopefully we'll see if I get any information on, hopefully we see if they continue this line or not. Like I said, most likely they're waiting to see how it does at retail first before they decide to add any more characters or even beasts. It would be cool if they really started upscaling and adding like a bigger beast, like if the Goliath was really like the size like he is in the back of the packaging. That'd be really cool, but who knows, only time would tell. So it's Scorpion72 with another review and telling you all, my little TCLs, to keep playing. Later, thanks for watching, take care.